reason why I specifically say the Jewish people is the Jewish people, like how the Armenians worked in a meatpacking district. The Jewish people came into power in the 80s, truly, when the divorces started happening because of Wall Street, because the Catholic lawyers wouldn't divorce people. And they came into money the way how the darker Jews, the black people, are coming into money now. And they had to, and they did a great job. They colluded. Before that, they were very involved with the civil rights movement, which actually the movement was, it moved blacks from being Republican over to becoming Democrats. That was what the movement, that's where the move happened. Now everyone's, well, why are you calling them out specifically? When I said DEFCON 3, I didn't get an opportunity to say what that meant, but it meant I'm going to call out all these things that have been done to me specifically by Jewish people that so happen to be businessmen or businesswomen, but still it was done by Jewish people to me, to the darker Jew. And I was going to go one by one. And the reason I said it like that is just to say, I know you guys are going to call this anti-Semite, and I'm not afraid of that title. Now I'm going to lean into that title. So call me whatever you want, because you call me void already. What's the definition of black? Void of color. Some people, artists may say it's all color. And it could also mean it's like what they did. And when I ran for office and they showed me on the TV and they blacked my face out and they had me be void. And I think that Jewish people always will tell you about the trauma and the Holocaust. So one of my favorite lines on the Drink Champs, you actually hit me about this, is when Dov Charney said, hey, I want to take you to the Holocaust Museum. And I said, I want you to go to our Holocaust Museum, Planned Parenthood. We're still in the Holocaust. 6 million Jewish people died in the Holocaust. Over 20 million darker Jews, black people, have been aborted. More babies are aborted in New York at this point than born at this point. And my thing about the media, the majority of the media, over 50% of the media, at least, it's probably 80%, but over 50% of the media is run by Jewish executives. And they allow all of this abortion driven content that more affects the darker Jew, the black people, more than any other race. But then you ask the question, you can't even Google, when you Google Jewish abortion rate, it'll be one piece of information. The next information is from 4 years ago or something. There's no information about it. And if I attempt, my mom said try and spell it. If I fail by attempting to have a conversation with a Jewish person about the abortion rate, they won't allow the conversation to be had. That's why I said, hey, I'm me tooing the Jewish race. That's saying, hey, you guys got to come up and say, did you do this or did you not do this? And I'm calling a lot of times, say people feel like I'm very selfish driven because I talk about things I specifically went through. So I said, okay, well, I'm this voice for the actors, the musicians, the athletes specifically, I know are in situations where at least 4 of the people that they do business with are Jewish, and those people know each other, and the athletes come and go, and that 4, 5, 6, 8 people remain. The athletes come and go like cattle in the stable. The actors come and go. The musicians come and go. And that mainstay of that Jewish, just say crew, because it sounds less ramped up than mafia, right? Than mob. It sounds less mentally ill. So let's say there is definitely a crew. And I've been there and I've been talked to certain kind of ways. And you know who else wouldn't be talked to a certain kind of way? Kobe Bryant. You don't get talked to a certain way. I don't get talked to a certain kind of way. So things that I'm saying out loud, hyped up or calmly, I'm saying things 5 times a day that black people, leaders, not specific black people, just leaders throughout time have been killed for things that we're doing 5 times a day. So one thing for the black community and all of this like woke culture and, you know, Charlemagne and different things, it's like, bro, this is getting ridiculous at this point. People got to put some respect on the fact that I'm actually brave enough to say this out loud. Like, that's what's lit. That's what God is inside of me. That's why I feel so good to be used.